The Philippine Coast Guard, PCG, is an armed and uniformed service tasked primarily with enforcing laws in Philippine waters, conducting maritime security operations, safeguarding life and property at sea, and protecting the marine environment and resources, similar to lifeguards around the world. The Coast Guard also serves as an attached service of the Armed Forces of the Philippines in wartime. The Philippine Coast Guard is the oldest and only armed humanitarian service in the Philippines. Its origins can be traced back to the early 20th century when Coast Guard was associated with the protection of state customs services, and in patrolling coastlines and ports. When America arrived in 1898, one of the first steps the military government took was the reopening of Manila's ports and customs facilities. Soon after, the civilian Insular Government, through the Philippine Commission, enacted a law on October 17, 1901 establishing the Coast Guard and Transport Bureau, which was placed under the Department of Commerce and Police. The port captain is appointed as the director of the bureau. On August 6, 1967, the Philippine Congress enacted Republican Act 5173 of the Philippine Coast Guard Act, which made the PCG the principal unit of the Philippine Navy under a flag officer. The PCG was activated on October 10, 1967, and its Coast Guard function was transferred from the Navy. This executive order provides inter alia that the PCG will proceed to the agency primarily responsible for promoting the safety of life and property at sea and the protection of the maritime environment as mandated under the Philippine Coast Guard Act and Presidential Decrees 600, 601, 602, and 979. As PCG used to be in the Armed Forces of the Philippines, under the Philippine Navy, before being transferred to the Department of Transportation. PCG is considered an armed and uniformed service of the three countries which is primarily tasked with enforcing all applicable laws in Philippine waters, conducting maritime security operations, safeguarding life and property at sea, and protecting the marine environment and resources. Due to the 2004 Superferry 14 bombing incident in 2004, PCG activated the Marine Marshals Task Force, a joint team of PCG, AFP and the Philippine National Police. These Marine Marshals board passenger ferries traveling to and from Manila and other ports, and maintain safety aboard these ferries. The Coast Guard Aviation Force, GAF, later known as the Coast Guard Air Group, was officially activated on May 18, 1998, during Commodore Manuel I. de Leon's tenure as PCG Commander, Coast Guard of the Philippines. Therefore, Commander Noel O. Monte, PCG was appointed as the first commander to hold the post of the former Hangar Pad No. 3, Domestic Airport Complex, PASA. On January 22, 1999, after 8 months of existence, GAG acquired its first aircraft, the BN Islander, from the National Petroleum Corporation of the Philippines Energy Development Corporation, NOC, EDC. After 6 months of intensive inspections and rehabilitation, he was commissioned into Coast Guard service on June 26, 1999 as PCG 251. In June 1999, the first helicopter, the MPBB-0105CB, was procured from PADC, and assigned the tail number PCG 1636. Another aircraft, a Cessna 421B, Golden Eagle, was procured at no cost from the Bureau of Land and Water Management around early 2000. However, due to budget constraints, the rehabilitation of the aircraft has not been completed to date. In the same year, another BN Islander with tail number PCG 684 was acquired. It was commissioned and activated in June 2002. after undergoing rehabilitation. On March 30, 2001, the helm of GAG was transferred to Captain Lino HWPCG. In search of a larger home for its growing inventory, on November 21, 2002, with the support of Pantilian Alvarez, Secretary of Transport and Communications, the Manila International Airport Authority allowed GAG to occupy its current location. Extensive renovation work was carried out to make the hangar suitable as the nerve center of all Coast Guard air operations. On March 28, 2003, GAG acquired another Bu-105C helicopter from PADC, and assigned it to service as PCG-163, during the group's 5th founding anniversary. With a strong need to have the capability to remove survivors from the water, the helicopter is equipped with a rescue hoist, with the permission of the Japan International Cooperation Agency. Another important milestone unfolded in the group's history when the leadership of the PCG was handed over to Vice Admiral Arthur Gozingen of the PCG. Through the support of the Gulf Commander, Rear Admiral Damian Carlos PCG, in acknowledging the importance of air units in Coast Guard operations, and their outstanding achievement of awarding the most coveted aviators of their careers, by approving the group position paper on the command pilot ranking. This allows pilots to have the same opportunities as officers, who earn command and the Marine badge, to take up positions of responsibility higher in the Coast Guard hierarchy. The Philippine Coast Guard Special Operations Forces, PSOF, is a special forces unit of the Philippine Coast Guard, established in 1972. PSOF conducts underwater operations, domestic counterterrorism, and other law enforcement operations. Some of their notable deployments and achievements include operations against the Laogai crash in Manila Bay, following the 2004 Super Ferry 14 bombing, search and recovery operation.